welcome back to the podcast, episode 3.
Episode 3?
Yes.
Wow, dude. We got a trilogy going. We should work on an anthology.
We should work on an anthology.
So what's new?
Well, we have a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, yeah, we said we'd read them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we only have one, so the funniest one is the only one. But nonetheless. Big Man 1717 says, 5 stars. This podcast is so moist, it makes my mustache curl.
That's gross.
Disgusting.
Like curl how? Like,
I guess like a little barbershop mustache, you know?
like little, like when you take a shot of whiskey and you're just like...
Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
Like that. So I heard a little rumor that Jesse Plemons might be playing Beast in an upcoming Marvel project. He is the guy who played Todd from Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad about it. He does kind of look like Kelsey Grammer, the dude who played him in the original. The guy who played he's in
Editor,
Frasier.
throw up pictures of those people because I don't know what they look like.
Yeah, it's the dude from Frasier.
Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah, dude, I think Jesse Plemons would be a great Hank.
Hank Hill?
No, what is his name? Hank. Anyways, he's Beast.
He's Beast. He's the Beast.
The Beast, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I think they're kind of jumping the gun again, like I said in episode 2 about introducing X-Men characters in the
MCU.
In the MCU, in those what was it? Photo shoots or whatever. What was it? Concept arts.
It's the concept art that they do with like early design costumes. Same with Deadpool. We saw like leaks of the costumes, but it was just like test fitting and shit.
Yeah.
They take a bunch of pictures before they even film anything just to make sure that they can do it for real.
So that must mean that I don't know if they're going to be entirely rebooting the X-Men.
That'd be hard to do because there's already so many movies. Like,
yeah,
they'd have to do something else. I want to see something new.
Yeah, and then Doomsday, the Avengers Doomsday is coming out next year.
Next year? That soon?
Next year, dude.
What the fuck?
I don't understand. What would be...
How long has that been in development for? Couldn't have been that long, right?
Well, in development, not quite sure about that. I mean, all I know right now, or as far as we know, is that what's his nuts? RDJ is going to be Doom. And that's pretty much all we know as far as right now. I know Thunderbolts has an asterisk in their name because that's subject to change come this movie, which I'm hoping that that they may become the Dark Avengers.
Yeah. I want to see the Great Lakes Avengers on screen. That would be great.
I don't think I've heard of that.
You don't know what the Great Lakes Avengers are? Editor, throw a picture up right now. Fucking put a picture up
right now.
Thank you. The Great Lakes Avengers is like the B-list, C-list Avengers. It's like the characters are unorthodox. Let me look this up real quick.
Huh. Yeah, as far as I know right now, I mean, the big things that are coming out is Jesse Plemons is possibly going to be Beast, and then RDJ as Doom. Loki is supposed to be coming back as God Loki or something like that. That's rumored.
Yeah, if you watch Loki, that would make sense. You need to watch Loki season 2.
I don't know, man.
Ever since it came out, you're like, oh, I'm going to wait for my girlfriend to watch it with me. And it's been 3 years since it's been out. And you still
Has
haven't
it been
watched
3 years?
Pretty close.
Dude, that's crazy.
Let me look that up real quick. Let me fact check myself.
That's insane. Because I know Loki season 1, we didn't watch it because we were waiting.
2023.
Season 2?
2023, October 5th.
Wow.
almost 2 years. It's like a year and a half. But still, no excuses. Loki season 2 came out October 5th. Yeah, but back to the Great Lakes Avengers. They're also known as the Lightning Rods, the Great Lakes X-Men, the Great Lakes Champions, and the Great Lakes Initiative. Their first appearance was the West Coast Avengers number 46 back in July 1989 by John Byrne. Byrne?
So are they like the underdog Avengers or something like that?
They're the Avengers specifically for the Great Lakes area, like Michigan, Wisconsin.
Like Michigan? Yeah. Wait, what? Just for that specific area?
So they got their team consists of Mr. Immortal, Dinosaur, Big Bertha, Flatman, and Doorman. Big Bertha is, you've had to have seen Big Bertha before. She's had screen time. Editor, throw a picture up of Big Bertha.
I have never in my life. That's like just the female version of the Blob.
The Mr. Immortal, his power only activates when he dies. He just can't die. He has to die for his power to activate because he's immortal. But he has to die for him to come back. So
is that his only attribute?
That's the only thing. He's just a normal guy. He just comes back after he dies. He's like Jason Todd.
That's the most useless. That's like arm fall off guy or whatever.
He has in one of the comics actually been very useful. I never read that panel. I never read that storyline, but I would like to. He also made a live action debut in She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Huh.
That god awful fucking show.
I never saw it, but I saw clips. Now, the reason why that show was so awful is because the comics are literally like that. It's literally her breaking the fourth wall, stepping out of the comic panels, and just...
Well, that's not the issue. The comics are good. I've read a few of the comics. They're tolerable. It's the politicization of it. Like that scene where she just gets her powers and she's with Bruce or Dr. Hulk or Professor Hulk. And she's like, well, I can control my anger because every time I go to a bar, I'm catcalled. Or every time I step outside at night, it's because I'm afraid I might get kidnapped. Bro, have you not seen what the fuck Bruce has went through? This dude literally put a gun in his mouth, pulled the trigger, and the Hulk spit that shit out. I would say Bruce Banner has had it worse than you.
Well, you also have to think she's coming from like a woman's perspective to try to, get that
At the same time,
audience.
though, she just undermines Bruce. Like from the bat, just fucking your ass. I'm better at you than everything. Fuck you. I don't need to learn any of this shit. And Bruce went his whole life wanting to die because of the Hulk. And he just now got to a point to where he can actively help people with his power. And She-Hulk just comes in and is like, fuck you.
Oh, speaking of movies coming out in 2026 soon, Jedi: The New Order.
Oh, isn't Mark Hamill coming back for that?
No, it's a continuation of the Rey saga or something like that. And apparently, another rumor, Idris Elba is being eyed to be a Sith Lord. Yeah, dude.
That will be
how
sick.
cool. Yeah, dude. How cool would that be? But I
That'll
don't.
be sick.
Also, I've seen that George Lucas is attached as a writer, and I asked ChatGTP, and you have to ask it in certain ways to get an answer that is the answer you're looking for, And I was like, why is George Lucas attached to the Jedi New Order, but he's not accredited as a writer on the new sequel? It's because they didn't consult him for anything on the sequel trilogy. At all. So this one he might be attached to and actually bringing like actual Star Wars lore.
In more good news, the president shareholder at Lucasfilms has resigned.
Yeah, dude.
The woman who's in charge of any shitty Star Wars movie, they're booting her out the door. So Jon Favreau is actually...
And Dave Filoni are offering to be the sole chairpeople of Lucasfilms. And Jon Favreau, God bless his heart. That is a... Basically started the MCU.
Yeah, and it's a huge responsibility. Because, I mean, at the same time, there's not much worse you can do to Star Wars. Because they've already ruined it. They like not even talking about the politics that they put into the show. It's them sacrificing lore, because there was a scene where some girl had to like make a lightsaber and shit. You know how like Sith lords have to corrupt the crystal,
kyber crystal,
to make it theirs and overpower it, turns it red. Along those lines, they completely disregarded it. They fucking ignored every aspect of the lore of building a lightsaber. Like they just said, fuck all of this. We're doing it because there's a bunch of lesbian witches and they can do whatever the fuck they want.
That's weird.
It goes against the Jedi code, the Jedi, the whole ritual of becoming a Jedi master, and they just shat on it and they said, "Ah, fuck it, we don't need that."
Oh, guess who's actually attached to be a writer of the New Order? The guy who wrote the Jason Bourne movies. Yeah, dude.
That'll be sick. Yeah, fucking Ray kills someone, downs a martini.
I don't know my name.
My name's not Bond. James Bond.
It's Jason Bourne.
It's Jason Bourne.
But yeah, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, so it's gonna be really cool.
I'm hype. I'm ready for Star Wars to be good again. Make Star Wars great again.
Make Star Wars great again.
In other news, I have another topic that I wanted to put this out a while ago. We're just now getting to it. If the Hulk is so fucking strong, why does he struggle to pick a tank up, but doesn't struggle to fucking launch it? Like, he'll launch it a few hundred miles, but he struggles to lift it up. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, even if, like, not mentioning the fact that he gets stronger when he's madder, let's just say he's just picking up a tank. In one of the scenes in, like, Edward Norton's, he picks up a tank, struggles, and then he just fucking launches it like a piece of paper.
Do you think he's getting angry that he can't pick it up?
Maybe.
And it's just, like,
but I don't want to accept that. It shouldn't be like that. If he has the strength to pick it up, he should have the same amount of strength to...
Well, you have to think he's like a toddler. He, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's...
Yeah, I mean, Professor Hulk doesn't do that. He literally just picked up a car and was like... Pew, pew, pew. He's like fucking... He's just hammering shit in Endgame. He's like, ah!
That's funny. Oh, in other news, I don't know why I keep saying that, but yeah, the Taco Bell is coming out with some new stuff, some new stuff that's going to apparently blow our mind. There's a Baja Blast that's gonna be like passion fruit.
They already have Mountain Dew Midnight. I don't see what else they can do different.
I didn't like Pitch Black. I didn't like Mountain Dew Midnight.
No.
I think when you turn a drink that's light darker,
and you still keep the same citrusy,
yeah, it just
doesn't work
ruins
well.
it.
If you want a berry drink, make it berry. Like, don't.
What I'm most excited about is their new purple sauce. It's gonna have habanero. Oh, what's the other one that's really spicy? Habanero, ghost pepper,
yeah,
and some other pepper I can't pronounce, but it's get this, throwback to Drake and Josh, a Peruvian pepper.
I've never seen the show.
So it was okay. So there's an episode of Drake and Josh where they're trying to make a chili, I believe, and Drake is looking it up and is like, it looks like there's one rare pepper. It's the Peruvian puff pepper. And Josh is like, oh, where's it located? And he's like, someplace called South America. And he goes, South America?
America.
Anyways, the episode goes on. They get the pepper. They use it in the chili. And apparently it's like an illegal pepper that they're not supposed to use or something like that.
My brother must have been watching that episode on Nick at Night or something, because I remember that. The one thing I remember from Drake and Josh is where they are building the treehouse. And they put the OSB up on the wall and they're like, Drake, where's the hole? Where's the door?
Where's the door?
They're stuck in there.
My favorite episode, I think, was when he ran over, or he didn't purposely do it. It was Drake who made him do it. Mm-hmm. They were fighting in the car and they ran over Oprah or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know why they had that written in the show that Oprah
Have you
Josh's like muse or whatever, like his like favorite celebrity.
Yeah. Speaking of Oprah, have you seen what she looks like?
Not recently, no.
She's off that Ozempic kick, dog.
Oh, really?
Editor, if I'm right about that, if it is Oprah, it might be Whoopi Goldberg. But I'm pretty sure that maybe both of them have. I might have seen both of them online, but yeah, Ozempic is scary.
Yeah. My dad uses Ozempic, and I've warned against it. I was like, dude, it could, like, you're literally putting X amount more insulin into your body, making well, I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming that you're just pumping more insulin through your liver and stuff like that. And it's going to make you crave that insulin once you stop, and you're just going to basically give yourself diabetes. Like, it's crazy what people would go through to do it. But no, I think it's weird that Oprah, her entire career has been not just her talk show host or her talk show, but her losing weight. Like, when is she gonna stop losing weight?
Sorry for the cut. I had to fix the light. Anyways, Whoopi Goldberg, Ozempic, your dad Ozempic.
I'm sorry, huh? Oh, so where are we picking up at?
Actually, let's just change topics because we've already talked about what we can talk about there.
Okay.
Will Cavill Ring bring the same mood / attitude / chemistry to Marvel? That is a good question. How well do you think Cavill Ring will do in Marvel? That is his first role in the MCU, period. Right? That's his first like on-screen appearance.
I believe so, yeah.
I'm excited. He did really well. He looked really rugged. He looked really good, dirty. I think he'll be good.
I think they only did it because he was fired from DC as Superman. I think that was the only reason why they did it, was to pique curiosity to, is he switching teams to, Marvel? Is he going...
It's like going from Bloods to Crips.
I don't think you can do that. I don't know. I've never...
Hey, man, I don't fuck with y'all no more. I'm going to go over here for this.
I'm going to go over here. Fitty Fish Street.
Keep it Fitty Fish Street.
Well, I wonder, what do you think Crip Mag's doing?
What is Crip Mag doing?
What is doing?
I haven't seen him online in a while. Yeah, editor, throw that up right fucking now.
Y'all ever been to Fitty Fish Street?
Y'all ever been to Fitty Fish Street?
Fitty Fish Street.
Have you seen him in that clip where he's with, I think, Drewski? And he's like, what's this kid doing? And it's just some guy he's just a little person. He's like, oh, my bad, G, my bad, G.
I'd like to see Hezbollah and
Hezbollah. Oh my God. What's that guy doing?
I don't know. He kind of fell off.
Yeah, once people realized he was
a grown, creepy man.
A grown man. And also, being a Muslim online in America is pretty
rough.
racy, I would say, for most people. A lot of people don't like that.
I'm not sure why.
Not understanding it, negative connotations.
9/11 has something to do with it?
Maybe. Just maybe. Have you seen Madam Web?
Dude, that movie. Okay.
I fell asleep.
So if you guys haven't seen Madam Web, here it is. It is within the same universe as Tobey Maguire's. It's also literally within the same time span. It's literally like 2002, 2004. It's within that, because you can tell by the cars and the technology that they're using.
Right.
I understand. Oh, I hit the mic. I understand that Madam Web basically sees all, knows all of the spider, universes and things like that. But I don't like how they cringily made it seem like she started the with great power comes great responsibility, which isn't really what she said. She was like, with great responsibility comes, it was like chopped up, mixed up, and rearranged or whatever. I felt nostalgia. I got goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie, because the music felt like I was a kid again. It felt like it was 2002, 2004, because the score was literally the same. The editing.
You just booted up your PS3. You're about to play Shattered Dimensions for the first time.
Yeah,
that
dude.
Intro music.
It's just. I was just like, oh, dude, I'm pumped, and it was just like, here's Sydney Sweeney with big tits in a costume. That's all we got. And
it was just a thirst trap.
What? Yeah, that's the whole movie was just a TikTok thirst trap.
The whole movie was a TikTok thirst trap of Sydney Sweeney.
And then Ben Wyatt, he showed up as a it was just weird. It felt really forced. In my opinion, it was better than Morbius. Way better than Morbius.
I know a few people who went and watched that movie 6 or 7 times in theaters and fucking tried to like it.
I thought you meant liked it.
No, they like Eddie Burback. He made a video on it going 7 times, and every time he either fell asleep or almost walked out because it was like that bad.
So let me ask you this: I've only seen clips of Morbius. I think we tried to watch it.
We did try to watch it, and it was
Did he or did he not? Like, I don't know if this is a meme or not. Did he really say it's Morbin time?
Yes. No, he did not. He did not say that. He did not say that. Unfortunately, it would have redeemed the movie, probably.
I'll tell you another set of movies I don't like, and I'll probably get crucified for this. I don't like the Venom movies. I do not.
They're
like
subpar.
the Venom movies.
They could have been better.
They're not good. PG-13 for a Venom movie?
The comics are very, very, very gory.
And then trying to make it a buddy cop kind of thing?
Look, I read a comic the other day of Venom actually going to see a cancer patient. And they start talking, and this kid's like, I don't want to do shit with you. I just want to let you know that I could have been a better superhero than you. And he was like,
oh, you bet? You think?
You fucking rat? All right, sure. Well, whatever. And before he leaves, he's like, well, let me get a little piece of that Venom symbiote, bruh. And Eddie's like, oh, okay, I'll give you a little bit. Doesn't give him a little bit. The kid takes fucking all of it. And so the symbiote sees the kid as a better host because its willpower is stronger than Eddie. So it basically, it hosted to the kid. The kid pulled out the cancer out of its mouth and as like a living thing, puts it in Eddie. So Eddie has cancer now.
That's not funny.
And this kid is just out there fucking up Spider-Man. He's fucking up every Avenger. Like, bruh, that was really
speaking
good.
Of willpower, didn't you read a comic recently where Guy Gardner got ripped in half?
Guy Gardner got ripped the fucking half by vampire Wonder Woman, and he kept himself alive. I'll put up the comic panel where he says.
So what happened? Was it Hal Jordan who's a vampire then turned Wonder Woman?
So DC Vampire started in 2021, 2022, 2023, something like that. The first
really the art looked older than that.
No, it's just the artists that were on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Hal Jordan ends up being the first traitor in the Hall of Justice because Batman already figured out that there's a fucking vampire amongst us. But before he could figure out it was Hal and actually come out and tell everyone that it was, he's already got Wonder Woman. And the way he got Wonder Woman was he hypnotized her. And Wonder Woman was confused as to why it was working. And he said, it's not lying, it's attacking your vulnerabilities. And then she fucking blacks out, gets bit, now she's a vampire. I don't know why the vampire parasite in the comics changes your entire mental, because Damian Wayne got turned into a vampire as well, and he's working with Harley, the vampire slayer, killing the vampire kingdom.
So wait, does that mean that Damian's willpower would be stronger than
Damian's
Hal's?
Willpower is stronger than fucking... Nightwing is the lord of vampires in Gotham because he was a vampire the whole time. Starfire's blood, for some reason, lets vampires A, walk in the sun, B, hold crosses, and C, get sprayed with holy water with no reaction. So he ran out of it as they were attacking Hal and Diana. Hal and Diana died. And then Nightwing was like, ha, fuck all of y'all. I'm a vampire too. So he kills like a bunch of them. And then he gets away. And he's the lord of vampires now. And the video I watched, the summary was kind of jumping back and forth. So my recollection of it is kind of all over the place. But as far as I've gotten, Harley Quinn is the leading resistance of the vampires in the comics. Like, someone gives her a sample of Lex's blood for her to get out. And then Sabrina actually tries to stop her because they are in a relationship and she's a vampire. Harley doesn't know it. Sabrina was a vampire the whole time, basically a spy. So Harley sneaks out at night, and obviously Sabrina let the vampires know, so they intercepted the trade-off point for the sample, and she ends up going to some secret eternal city with some girl that can turn into water, and the atomizer, whatever the shrinking guy, the Ant-Man of the DC universe, shrunk Superman's tiny city in the Fortress of Solitude into a little capsule. So literally the Resistance is being held in a capsule by Swamp Thing in a polluted lake. The entire city of the Resistance is in a capsule this big. So Harley and the Water Girl and Superwoman, they all go because they blocked out the sun. So Supergirl's basically useless. No solar energy, no Supergirl. She's just, what's her name? Kara, something like that. Anyways, that's as far as I've gotten. Before I get any further in it, I'm probably actually going to buy the comics because just watching them on YouTube doesn't really support anybody.
So what leads up to Wonder Woman ripping Guy
See,
Gardner
I haven't gotten that far yet. That's what I'm saying. The video was all over the place, but Guy Gardner is fighting Wonder Woman in the final battle for the city to actually turn the tides of the war, because up to this point, the vampires are winning. They've already taken control of Gotham and the surrounding cities. Basically, if you're a human, you're food. Like, you're no good to us. You're just food, fodder. So Wonder Woman in a battle, I assume, rips Guy Gardner in half, and they take Guy Gardner away, and they keep him alive somehow just long enough for him to figure out what organs he needs to survive and literally how they work, how to keep himself alive. So his ring, well, doesn't the ring hold knowledge too?
I think so.
So that would make more sense, because I don't think they took him away and put him on life support at all. I think he literally, like, in the heat of the moment before he fucking died, the ring was like using his willpower and like made a construct of the lower half of his body. And over time, as the Resistance got stronger, fucking Alfred shows up with one of the rings to actually learn how to use it, because they're so down bad for people to use the rings that the ring is just giving everyone a chance to be a Green Lantern. So Alfred comes to Guy Gardner for help. Guy Gardner's like, you want help from me to be a Green Lantern? You shouldn't even have the fucking ring. Look at me. I shouldn't be alive. I was ripped in half. I don't need to piss, shit, or eat anymore. I am practically a god. Yeah, he'll like turn his body into like a centipede or a scorpion or anything.
Now,
like,
I wonder if that's going to make him go insane like Darth Maul did.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. Like, how does he sleep? The ring needs to recharge.
Is he allowed to sleep because or is his willpower that strong? That
at the same time, maybe he's gotten rid of the need for that because he doesn't eat shit, piss, drink water. He doesn't need anything anymore. So maybe he doesn't need sleep, but also that doesn't having his a construct psyche of the lower half of your body doesn't mean that you change your psyche.
Yeah, because he's like constantly using his willpower to make his legs.
But maybe that's how strong his willpower is. He turns into an asshole. He turns into an RDJ, like, sarcastic guy. It's so funny.
I can't wait to see Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, dude.
Dude, that's going to be so good. I cannot wait for that Superman movie to come out.
I know he looks goofy, but that's literally his design. Like,
yeah. He's supposed to be really obnoxious. Like, in the Justice League animated show, Guy Gardner's like, I'm not going to listen to you. What the fuck? And Batman's like, you're going to listen to me or you're going to fucking die. And Guy Gardner opens his mouth and Batman just fucking punches him in the face. And Guy Gardner's like, whoa. And then one of the other Lanterns is like, you fucking asked for it. It's Batman. What do you want us to do?
Dude, speaking of Green Lanterns, keeping on this,
keep that close to your mouth.
Keeping on the Green Lantern role, Green Lantern Corps is coming out.
Really? Is that an animated?
No, it's live action. So I'm assuming that Guy Gardner may either 1, die in the new Superman movie coming out this year, or 2, turn heel and become a bad guy.
Turn heel. I love that that's a thing.
And so, what's his name? Aaron Pierre. And I forget the other guy who's playing Hal Jordan. But yeah, it's going to be Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan going around being...
Jon Stewart, that's the other guy's name.
The Green Lantern Corps. It's going to be awesome, dude.
Dude, it's going to be sick.
Fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, Fantastic Four releases like within the same time frame of Superman.
I'm pretty sure it's set in an alternate timeline, so it's not going to be.
That's what I'm thinking too.
It's not because it's in the 50s and 60s. So
I'm wondering if they're going to make this Reed. I'm wondering if they're going to kill everyone
Maker?
and Reed has. Yeah, I'm wondering if he has to go to this.
no way they're gonna make him the Maker.
I wonder if they're going to make him the Maker or put him on the Reed of Councils, or the Council of Reed.
I want Reed to be a villain. I want the good guy to actually end up being the bad guy. That we don't have a lot of that. We don't have a lot of movies where the villain actually wins.
Well, there's a rumor that the reason why the Silver Surfer, who's going to be a chick, and the what is it, Galactus coming there, is they're looking for Franklin Richards, who isn't born yet. So I'm not quite sure. I think this whole film is going to try to make us fall in love with the characters and then dismantle them right in front of our eyes.
I hope that Ben Grimm either goes through that metamorphosis stage that he had in that one comic panel where he turned, like, the rock body was just a husk. And then he actually turns into what he was meant to be. Or he actually disappears for a little bit and comes back as the Infinity Stone character that they had for like a few panels.
I don't know if RDJ, I don't know if Doctor Doom's going to be in the Fantastic Four movie, or if he's like in that universe, or I don't know how that's going to work. What if, I don't know, like the world's being destroyed, being eaten by Galactus, and their last hope is to leave this Earth and go to another.
If they do that, they would have to tie in the fact that Thanos was right. Thanos snapping half of the universe away was actually keeping the rebirth of Celestials at bay, because the entire planet Earth is a egg, and there being so many people on the planet, it reaches a critical point of consciousness energy that actually awakens the core of the planet. The core of Earth is actually a celestial. That's how Celestials reproduce. So Thanos snapping away half the people actually stopped that from happening. So in a way, Thanos was right. Thanos actually saved the universe, but snapping everybody back was a bad thing, because now the Celestials are going to start being born and the entire planet Earth is going to die. So hopefully they tie that into it, because they're giving us all of these hints about the Celestials, like Nowhere, or Thanos hinting and people piecing together his actual plan, whether or not he believed it or not, because he might not have known the Celestials do that, but by accident he did save everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of half and half on with Thanos. Like, but, oh, you want to hear something? Do you know what Thanos is? Technically?
He's a Celestial?
No. Close. He's an Eternal.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, but he's a subspecies of the Eternals that look like that weird mutated purple. So you know how...
well, his brother's not purple.
No, his brother's normal, who is Harry Styles in the MCU.
What was it, that? A Secret Wars?
He is Eros or something like that, Star Fox?
Yeah, Star Fox.
No, it's the Eternals movie that no one cared about because it had Angelina Jolie, Harry Styles, and like a handful of other like already super fucking famous people.
I wish Angelina Jolie's dad was younger. He's a phenomenal actor.
I do too. I wish they would do a... what was it? Not Independence Day. National Treasure 3.
Yes, that was a good movie.
National Treasure 1 was fantastic. National Treasure 2 was...
fucked off.
It was good.
Well, not fucked off. It was ass.
But it was like they were reaching too much to like...
We're like, we have to one up, so let's Michael Bay this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, speaking of Michael Bay, I went back and watched 2009 Transformers, and the animation, the CGI... that was nearly 20 years ago. And you go back and you watch Infinity War, a movie that's entirely green screens.
Yeah, I don't understand
sucks.
that. What is
what
that?
happened? CGI was so good. So fucking good.
I don't... Yeah, like, let's see, 2009, we had Avatar. Yeah, Avatar, Transformers movies looked really good. I'm trying to think what else came out back then that had pretty good CGI. The first Iron Man had really good CGI.
Really good. They did a lot of stuff practically too. Like his helmet was practical. Obviously, after he puts it on, the chest plates were practical, and the armor on his shoulders were practical, but his arms weren't.
Speaking of practical, the whole set of Wicked was built. Did you know that?
I know.
The river was like everything was completely. I mean, besides the CGI that they put on her flying and stuff, but like most of that set was practical. Everything was built, dude. The entire
That's
it was
impressive.
like a theater kid's dream, like insane. Like they made the river, like everything. It's I know you haven't seen it, but if you watch it, like when I heard that after watching it, I was like, dude, there's no way. Like there's absolutely no way. Like, cause it looked impeccable. Like it looked CGI'd. Like it looked. Of course, they put filters on, and like after recording, they
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool.
Do you think there's anyone alive today that was part of the original Wizard of Oz that could have watched Wizard of Oz, the new one?
The Wicked movie?
Yeah, because I bet that would have been PTSD. Be like, don't touch the snow, it's asbestos. Don't get paint on you, it's asbestos. Don't walk the yellow brick road, it's asbestos.
Don't put on your wardrobe, it's asbestos.
Everything was asbestos.
Don't do that cocaine, it's asbestos.
There's no coke in there, it's just asbestos.
Oh
Wow.
my god, dude. Oh, speaking of things that shouldn't be in things, they put Taco Bell in the Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remastered.
Yeah,
like, what
what's
is that
with
about?
that?
Like,
There's actual ads in the game.
that's the
Like, why would I
weirdest-
drop $60, $70, $100 on a game plus the DLCs
You can
to watch ads?
but Aaron, you can 50-50 grind on a Taco Bell now.
I'm a 50-50 grind to this negative review up your ass.
No, but
None of that shit.
they're only dropping it this year because I'm pretty sure Skate 3 is dropping this summer or this fall.
Or the new Skate.
The new Skate.
Yeah, I think it's just Skate.
Is it? Yeah, is it just Skate period or whatever it is?
Skate.
Because they're adding skateboarding. Obviously, there's gonna be BMX allegedly and
Scooter?
parkour.
They should add scooters. There's a lot of hate for scooters, but honestly, scooter tricks are cool.
They're really
I don't give a
cool.
fuck what you say. Scooters are cool. Now, if you're a 12-year-old kid doing a trick while actual skaters are rolling by, or people with actual tricks on
Get the
scooters,
fuck out the way.
get the fuck out of the way. Get your kids, bro. A skate park is to skate, not to play ball. Like,
Yeah,
I've been to a park where people just let their kids go, like do whatever the fuck.
get in the bowl
Get in
where
the
everybody's fucking
way.
shredding.
In the bottom of the bowl. Like, dude, there are BMX bikes around here. There are people going 25 mile an hour on a skateboard. Please stop. You're going to hurt. You're going to hurt yourself.
There's people carving the bowl, bro. Get out of the way.
Which I talked to about park, and he said that one's mainly for BMX.
Really?
So the bowls are so sharp because it's BMX. They don't have just quarter pipe, half pipes. They have BMX bowls and shit. So
Where does he go?
he goes to
How far is that from here? Oh yeah,
It's
they
a-
live a while away.
yeah,
I
they
forget.
live in we'll censor all that shit out. But yeah, they do live in so that's like it's a shorter drive to go,
That's insane.
and they
And
drive that every morning.
They drive all the way from
Kudos.
there to
Kudos, bro.
downtown.
I love both of you. You guys are sick as fuck.
That's crazy. Yeah, y'all need to go to the doctor. Um,
Y'all got liver spots. Get that checked out.
Get that checked out.
Asparagus.
Oh, dude. Guess who's in debt now? So you remember Bruno Mars doing shows in Vegas and stuff to pay up? Guess who's in debt now?
Jason Statham.
No, but he is in another movie that's kind of like the
The Working
Beekeeper.
Man.
The
Yeah, I
Working-
talked about
Working
that. I saw a
Man.
trailer. He's like,
I'm a bloody
No, dude.
construction worker. I'm gonna tear your fucking wall down.
Harry Styles is scheduled to do 35 shows. Dude, yeah, at the Sphere in Vegas.
the Spear 35. Oh my
35 shows.
god.
And you know how many people like that's like a regular venue for like Dead and Company
Dude.
and like just
Lamb of God played one show a year. One. Harry Styles has 35.
35, dude. How is he gonna like? And Ashlyn was asking me, she was like, "Do you think he'll be able to do it? Dude, there's no way he'll be able to do it in a year. Absolutely no way.
5 years minimum.
Unless they have it like, but people literally play like they rent that place out and do like visual
In
stuff.
advance. They like hire people worth millions of dollars just to have like a 5-minute show. There is a fuck ton of work. There is so much work that goes into the audio, the visuals, the music that you're going to play, the spaces in between, like in what order do you play the songs? So much work goes into the Sphere you guys don't even know. They have a whole other separate dome just to test shit. They have like 50 4090s running at the same time just to get the image up there at 1080p. They run 4K resolution images on the actual Sphere. That is a lot of data. A lot of fucking data because an hour-long video, MP4, 30 FPS is 13 gigabytes. That's a lot. You're doing 4K on like a few thousand panels in a 360-degree motion. You have to have like special software for that shit. It is so unbelievably hard. Kudos to anyone who's involved in projects like that. It takes a team. It takes a few hundred, maybe a few thousand people to get that shit right.
They had Garth Brooks. They got Bruno Mars. Now they got Harry Styles.
You know what we forgot?
Oh, dude.
We forgot Henry. What the fuck?
Rooster.
We forgot Henry.
I'm sure we can.
Oh shit. You got that lean.
You got that lean.
That lean. All right, Henry's there. Anyways.
Henry's there. Let's give it up for Lindsay Lohan, 10-year sobriety. Woo!
God bless America. If only we could say the same for Demi Lovato. You think
Yeah,
she's
dude,
still on heroin?
I don't know, dude. I saw her on TikTok.
She look good?
Dude, she didn't have her spoon.
It's not a silver spoon no more. It's like that titanium burnt. You know, the
it's
rainbow.
Get that Leighton Frost effect.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, get that Minecraft enchantment look on your fucking spoon.
Speaking of Minecraft, are you buying the Jack Black figure?
No, I'm not buying a fat fuck. I'm not buying a fat fuck. Which I might buy. It would be a cool shelf piece just to have Jack Black in a blue shirt.
Might as well just buy Poe.
I'm Steve.
No, but I am going to watch the movie. I hope it's good.
Anything you can think of, you can build or create or
Can I
whatever he
build a
says.
big old butthole?
Can you build a BBL? Can you build a BBL?
I meant to look up and research machinima, so I think we'll save that topic for next episode. I really want to get in depth with machinima because machinima was a really big part of my life. If I were born just a few years earlier, I would have been taken advantage of by machinima because they take like 50 to like 60-70% of your revenue early YouTube, and that was before AdSense was a thing. So the only way you could make money was through machinima or some kind of partner. Machinima scammed a lot of people, but I'm getting actually into the topic. Let's move on from that. Machinima equal bad.
We'll save this for the next podcast. Goes into a 15-minute spiel. Anyways, but that's for the next podcast.
That's for the next podcast. Let's see what other topics we got. Actually, let's read some of the comments from episode 1. We have a few comments, actually.
Hey, what was that thing that Joe Rogan said? Something about beating them dicks and rolling the dice?
Hey, we'll go back to that.
Oh, okay.
Savvy says, currently loving the podcast. Great work. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bradley Brassfield said, let's go. I've been waiting years
Let's
for this.
go!
So have we, Bradley. So have we. We've hit 10 followers as well, which is really big fucking news for only 2 episodes. Thank you guys so much for the support. We love it. We love to see you guys interact. If you guys have questions, please leave a comment.
Leave a comment, dude.
If you want us to talk about anything you see, any topics that we haven't talked about or just, out of our scope, out of our range, something we don't see on our For You pages, go ahead and send us something,
Don't just comment either. Like reach out to us on TikTok.
Yeah, go to our accounts, guys.
Send us a message. Be like, and also if you guys want, we can take interview requests.
Absolutely.
well.
If you guys want any guests on the podcast, let us know. We do have a few guests lined up. We're actually working on scheduling right now, so be ready for
A
more
guest
people.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to get, not just us time, but finding time that other people have available to just sit down for an hour or two, just talking about nothing. It's hard. It's harder than you think it is.
Yeah, it's hard to just not have gaps in our conversations, especially watching episode 1 to 2. Episode 1 sucked. We had like 30 minutes where we literally didn't talk about anything.
Just sat there.
And then, like, obviously later on we did pick up conversation, but I think we're getting better at it. We're not saying as much. I'm trying my best not to say like. I said that a lot, episode 2. I said a lot as well. But we're trying. We're trying to make it better for you. Every time we film, we either get better quality or the camera position changes. We're trying a lot of shit out, all right? Hopefully there won't be any white borders on the side of this. It'll make the green screen feel a little better, a little bit more professional, We got the lighting a little better. There's not as many shadows behind us. The sun's not going down while we're filming, so that's better too.
Yeah.
We're not filming in pitch black. So, yeah. I think it's coming together nicely. We're actually making progress. I'm not embarrassed to listen to episode 2 like I am episode 1. So that's progress. So you do something bad, you observe it, you look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when
don't do
you
that no more,
film, a sex tape and, you go back and watch it and see what you can, could have done better.
Yeah, right. I could have
It's
thrust it a
just
little harder there.
really awkward.
Pulled back a little bit,
Yeah.
Could have gone a little softer, but...
I usually let you know when we're done filming
Usually,
what you've done wrong.
But, other times you kind of just...
I just lay there.
You just either lay there or afterwards you throw these like slightly sarcastic backhanded compliments at me as if you don't even mean them.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to say?
Anything.
It's the same thing every time.
Anything, Christian. You could say hi. How's your day?
You start with a finger and then you remove the finger and then you just put it in.
I like to start with my elbow.
I don't like that. And every time I fart and I'm walking down the street, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you sound like my size," and I'm like, "No, I don't. I just had an elbow." Literally, put his hand in my ass and works me like a puppet. Like, I don't understand.
Kino der Toten was inspired by Inglourious Bastards. Okay, let's look this up real quick. That's a good topic. Let's look up the release date of Inglourious Bastards.
I think that was 2009.
2009. Now, when was Black Ops 1
2010.
Kino released? Yeah, 2010.
That was the very first video game I ever bought with my very own money. Bought it off of Amazon.
It is my prerogative and my theory to say that I think the devs watched Inglourious Bastards and was like, that's a good theater. Let's use that for Kino der Toten.
Yeah, not the whole movie.
Not the whole movie, literally just the Chicago theater.
Or the
German theater.
Where the theater is and it's on fire and everything. It looks literally just like Kino.
It does, and it's weird.
And what were we? We were just like...
We were like you go around that corner and there's the alleyway.
Yeah, dude.
You go to the right and there's stairs. You can look over the edge of the theater and you can see the box on the edge and the fucking stage, and you keep going. You go down the stairs.
And where the real room is.
Yeah, the real room.
When you get up to when you hit the teleporter and stuff. Yeah. I think we were just like... we were on like a Kino kick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we were playing every day.
And I was like, dude, this looks like Inglourious Bastards. You're like, yeah, you're right. And then we just started like, we looked it up and like comparing pictures. And we were like, dude, this looks like exactly
it looks just like it. Like the debris looked like it.
Speaking of Nazis, what the fuck is going on with Kanye?
What the fuck is going on with Kanye? What the fuck are you doing, dog?
Like and I hate to admit it.
Throw up a picture of Kanye, but censor whatever you need to, because I know there's going to be something you need to censor.
I don't understand. Like, he's still putting out bangers. Like, it sucks that his music is still good, but he's such a fucking anti-Semitic. Like, I don't understand. Have you seen his, like, logo for his new shirt?
Yeah,
it's Ye24, but it's designed in a way to...
Throw it up. You don't have to censor that. Let's just...
look like a Nazi symbol.
Yeah,
Speaking of censorship, do you think... Okay, so in the original Kino der Toten, there's the Nazi flags, right? So in the remastered one in Black Ops 3...
They changed it to the SS?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm for the Nazi symbolism or anything, but like...
If you're going to make something historical...
Make it historically accurate.
Make it historically accurate.
Because it's supposed to give you that uneasy,
Like,
queasy
If
feeling.
I am playing Battlefield 5 and I'm fighting the Nazis, I want to fucking hate those guys.
Oh, dude, speaking of Battlefield, what is it, 6 is coming out, and they're using the same UI from Battlefield 4, dude. It's going back to the basics.
No way! I haven't played Black Ops 4, or I mean Battlefield 4. I want to.
Dude,
Oh my
I
God.
saw a video for it this morning, and I was like, dude, we have to mention it on the podcast. So if you guys are tired of Battlefield 2042 or whatever the hell it's called, Battlefield 6 is going back to the basics. It's going back to the Battlefield 4 UI.
Yeah, Battlefield 2048 was a flop.
It was terrible.
I don't think I've ever seen any gameplay when it came out. Now, years later, like I think it was 2 days ago, I actually got a clip of someone using Battlefield 2048 like flying mechanics with like an actual like joystick, and they were like actively like using controls and shit to like fly the plane like they would in real life.
It was like $80 when it dropped.
Yeah, it was a lot. That's why I didn't buy
I
it.
got it a month later for free on Battle or what is
Same
it?
with Black Ops 6. You don't even have to
Game
buy Black
Pass.
Ops 6. Just get Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like that's the. Speaking of Black Ops 6, they are going to unplug. They are going to pull the fucking plug on Warzone because over the past week they have had the lowest amount of players in their
I didn't know
entire history.
I thought there was just like a quarterly report.
No, they are going to. A reliable person who leaks shit said that if we do not get more players, we are going to pull the plug on Warzone.
Trust me, bro.
Because they said if we don't get more traction during the OG map release that they're going to do maybe next week, I can't remember, maybe it's already out, they threatened to pull the plug. And I think it's bad because the in-app purchases, the in-game purchases, the $70 it costs to buy Black Ops, 2 season battle passes every season, not to mention the Squid Game, Ninja Turtles, Terminator battle passes that each cost $10.
Oh, yeah. Did you say somebody did the math and it was like $2,400
$2,600
to get all the skins?
to buy all of the skins. And you can't buy just a skin. You have to buy the bundle.
Package, the bundle. Yeah, it's so stupid.
Black Ops 3 had 4 DLCs. Each was like $60, and it came with the skins, and you could use them on any gun. Literally any gun. But now you buy a skin, you can only use it on like the Krig C.
See,
or
that's what I liked about Red Dead 2.
And it's always like dumb shit like the AS Val or like the Goblin MK2. Like, who the fuck wants a skin
I
for those?
fucking hate the Goblin, dude.
Oh my god.
But no, Red Dead 2 did it good. I got the what was it, the Steel Book or like this special edition. It was like $80, but I got it for Black Friday for like $40, $20, something like that. Wow. And you get like 6 guns, you get like 2 or 3 like horses. Like that's what a deal is. You know what I mean? You don't have to
get bang for your fucking buck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only time you have to buy more is if you're online. But even then, you don't have to. You could just grind, get the gold, get the money, and buy your guns and buy your online stuff.
I love CSGO because there's a community of people who can trade skins.
Really? You can trade skins on CSGO?
Yeah, it's completely free. There are hundreds of gambling websites where you can trade skins and shit. You open cases. You're not guaranteed a skin, but you do get really good shit. You can pay $10 and get a $500 skin. You can actively sell these skins to people.
Speaking of changing skins, John Cena turned heel.
Did you see people's reactions from the crowd?
People who don't even watch WWE are freaking the fuck out because John Cena is turning heel. Dude, if he does not come out to Thugonomics as his theme song, dude, I will flip my shit.
I will drive to Vince McMahon's house and I will finger blast the fuck out of him until he fixes it.
I don't think you have to, but I think it's deserved.
It is deserved.
I think it's deserved. I think if you squat and shit on a woman's head.
April 27th, 10:45 p.m. Gravity Falls Season 3 has been rumored. Disney came out a few months ago.
Wait, they've only done 2 seasons?
Only 2 seasons. It wrapped up in Season 2.
How do you give so much lore within 2 seasons?
Right?
Release a book with even more lore.
Right?
And then, dude, also, do you know who the voice of Dipper is?
I'm not off the top of my head.
John Ritter's son, Jason Ritter. Yeah, dude. You ever seen Three's Company?
No, I don't know who that is.
My God, dude. He died in like 2003. I think it was like 8 Simple Rules. No, was it 8 Simple Rules? I don't remember what show it was. But anyways, he was famous for like, do you know who Red Fox is? Sanford and Son. So the actor Red Fox, his famous like bit that he would do on stage or in the show is, "Oh, I'm having a heart attack" or whatever, like when things would shock him. So they were doing a new show and he had a heart attack and nobody like attended to him because they thought that he was doing that bit of having a fake heart attack, and so he died. Kind of the same thing, I believe, happened to John Ritter. He had a heart attack on set, and no one believed it because he's a goofball. You know what I mean?
Like is it that guy that was in that movie where he like falls over a bunch of shit as a bit? I'm thinking of something else. I can't remember what that movie was, but it's Tim Robinson's friend.
I think you may be thinking of the SNL movie with Chevy Chase. That could have been him because Chevy Chase was really into physical comedy.
Yeah, there was a movie about a specific comedian who I think ended up either just dying or killing himself. And then the side character who was just one of his friends that was in the movie or in his life, it was one of the guys who would literally throw himself on a table, be like, "Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I'm falling. Oh, no." And he'll fucking knock over everything.
Is it Andy Kaufman? Was it a Jim Carrey movie? Was it Jim?
Maybe it was about...
he got cancer. Nobody believed him. His own family didn't believe he had
not
cancer.
that.
No.
It was basically a Dewey Cox story. I remember a scene where he's in his house and he's doing a fuck ton of drugs and partying, and his girlfriend's like, "Fuck you," or "I'm moving out," or something, and then he walks off a cliff and kills himself.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's dude. Yes, it's oh my God, it's got Will Forte in it.
Yes, Will Forte.
Yeah, yeah.
It's such an obscure movie if you don't know who you're talking about.
But it is around Chevy Chase because it's the dude who wrote the National Lampoon magazines.
Yes, National Lampoons. That's it. My mom is a huge fan of those movies.
Yeah. He went on vacation in Hawaii and he just walked off the cliff, killed himself.
Yeah, just literally walked off.
Yeah, dude,
He fell off.
Ooh.
He literally
fell off.
He literally fell off.
He fell off, dude.
He fell off. What are you?
If you watch that movie, it's very sad because if you don't know anything about him, which I didn't before I watched the movie, your perception is he's still alive because there's an older actor talking in presence in current tense that he's like still alive, and then he dies, and then you're at the funeral. And he's like, and this is what he's like, and I don't even exist. I'm fucking dead, or something like that.
Of your imagination.
Yeah, it was. I was just like, what?
Yeah, that was a wild movie. I didn't even know anyone in that movie, but I knew them by the end.
It took a long time to get to that movie name. What is it called? It's like Stupid something. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't remember. But on another note, what's up, King of Wings? How you doing? How's your business going, bruh?
Fuck the
you
King
still
of Wings.
you still ruining businesses for people?
A Futile and Stupid Gesture was that movie, and it came out in 2018. King of Wings.
Oh yeah, write a character based around Joe Rogan sucking cock and rolling dice. Keep rolling those dice and keep sucking those dicks. Oh yeah, Katy Perry also sold her music catalog for 225 million clams.
No. Back up. What did you just say about Joe Rogan? He's what? He's doing what?
He's sucking cock. He's rolling dice. You know, keep rolling those dice. Keep sucking those dicks, Joe.
Is that what Joe Rogan's doing these days?
Yeah, he's rolling the dice and he's sucking the dicks. Editor, throw a picture up. Joe Rogan.
Don't throw that picture up.
If it doesn't slam on the fucking screen.
Don't. And Katy Perry did what now?
Katy Perry sold her music catalog for 225 million clams.
She does not really peg me for the seafood eating type.
That is a lot of clams.
That's a lot of clams, dude. Well, you know she's just and she's no.
Wasn't she hot and then she was cold?
Yeah, well, she was like in, and then she was out. And then she was up and down, I think. I don't know.
All around, maybe? I don't know.
She was left and she was right.
You keep talking about Katy Perry, I'm gonna let loose Travis the Chimp on your ass. You rip your nose off.
Who's Travis the Chimp?
You don't know who Travis the Chimp is?
You have a friend named Travis the Chimp?
Buddy, I'm about to school you.
Wait, Travis the Chimp, is that
Let's go to the...
Is that the lady who owned a monkey and then it ripped her best friend's face off or something?
Travis was a male chimpanzee who was raised by and lived with Sandra Harold in Stamford, Connecticut. On February 16th, 2009, he attacked and mauled Harold's friend, Charla Nash, blinding her, severing several body parts, and lacerating her face before he was shot and killed by responding officer Frank Chiafari. And to throw up a picture of Travis, he looks like he would rip your fucking face off. They're very territorial. And so Harold's friend showing up was probably assigned to the chimp, like, hey.
What year did that happen?
2009.
2009? Okay, because there was a shooter. I don't know if it was the Columbine shooters or it was I don't think it was the Columbine shooter. It was some shooter who I think it was 2016. He shot up that black church, and he called into a radio station. And his question was, they were talking about the subject of Travis the Chimp, I believe, and he was like, "Do you think that once you take that monkey out of its, inhabitants, what it knows, but it doesn't know it, and you raise it into a suburban lifestyle, that what's going on?"
Travis the Chimp was on Xans. He was high as fuck.
Why the
off
fuck
of
was
Xans?
Why was he on Xanax?
Per
Anxiety?
standard procedure, Travis's head was taken to the state laboratory for a rabies test, and his body was taken to the University of Connecticut for necropsy. His head tested negative for rabies, but Xanax remained in his system. Necropsy results in May 2009 confirmed he was overweight and had been stabbed. His remains were cremated at All Pets Crematory in Stamford on February 25th, 2009. Toxicology reports confirmed Sandra's statement that she had given him Xanax-laced tea the day of the attack.
No, dude, she needs to be trialed for murder. Did her friend die?
Yeah, no, it's just permanently blinded and several of her limbs were ripped off.
That dude. Wait, why was he stabbed?
Shortly after the attack, a woman who had lived in the same area as Sandra came forward with information that in 1996, Travis had bitten her hand and tried to pull her into a vehicle as she greeted him. She claimed to have complained to Sandra Jerome, the Stamford police, and the Connecticut State Police, who stated they had no record of any such complaint. Additionally, a man also came forward with information that in 1998, Travis had bitten his hand and thumb as he went to pick up his toy after Travis dropped it. Afterward, PETA members allegedly harassed Sandra, although the organization stated that it did not have any official involvement. Chimps are weird because they're very territorial, and they will rip your thumbs off to make a statement.
And not
They will
only
bite
that,
your finger off just to say, hey, don't
but
touch me.
That motherfucker was on Xanax for how long? Like how
The
long
whole
of his
day.
life? No, I mean, like how long of his life has he been an opiate user? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Xanax
How-
is an opiate. Maybe he was having withdrawals
That's what I'm saying. How long was she feeding him opiates?
just to keep him, sedated.
Sane, yeah.
Because you don't have Xans, you are a very intolerable person.
Yes.
Very intolerable. You have headaches. You're sick all the time. Like a chimp with withdrawals, that is like fucking battle beast on fucking meth.
That's like injecting a 5-year-old with steroids.
And
Like-
giving a caveman 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
And they've never had it before.
That's crazy, dude.
Whoa,
Dude,
she's dead.
Sandra?
On May 24th, 2010, 15 months after the attack, Sandra died suddenly of a ruptured aortic aneurysm at the age of 72. That doesn't make sense.
Good shit.
On May 24th, 2010, 15 months after the attack. It is way more than months. That is years. Why does it say that?
15 months?
Yeah, it says in 2010, 15 months after the attack. That is way longer than 15 months.
2009 to 2010?
Oh. That makes sense. I was still in 96.
96.
Yeah, I forgot it was 09.
He was like, the math's not mathin'. It's not mathin'. To do with the math things going on.
The numbers,
these
Mason.
days.
What do they mean?
The numbers. What do they mean, Mason?
Wait, she was 72 when she got attacked? At least she wasn't blind for that long. There's always upsides to trauma.
There's always upsides to trauma.
She won a $50 million lawsuit, though. Her family's fucking bawling.
How do you sue somebody who doesn't have money?
Oh, wait, no. Sandra's the woman who had the chimp. Sandra's the one who owned the chimp. Charla's the one who won the lawsuit against Sandra. So Charla's family got the money.
But I'm saying, like, if Sandra's just a regular old, lady who just owns a chimp, you know what I mean? Lives, maybe social security check. How did she fork over $50 million? Like, who's paying that? The state?
Her
like,
insurance?
Because the state didn't feel good about it? Like,
Well,
or didn't do anything about it?
At
like,
the same time, she doesn't have like a nature reserve. She doesn't have. It's not a sanctuary.
Yeah, it's not
for
like
chimps.
Carol
It's
Baskin or
one
anything.
chimp
one lady
in Stanford.
in a suburb.
Like what? She shouldn't have had the chimp. That is not the place for a chimp.
Especially for that long, if it's bit somebody in 1996 and 98, literally all 2 years apart. I would venture
And
out.
she was 72.
I would venture out to
with
say
a
that
chimp.
that chimp was probably, I wouldn't say provoked, but I feel like Sandra wasn't treating it right.
It needs to be with other chimps. Humans and chimps don't behave the same. We may have a 2%
We're
DNA
similar,
difference,
but we're
but
not similar.
that 2% is really, really big. Because actually, we're more closely related to bonobos than chimps.
We're actually more closely related to bananas. That is a strange fact.
That is really, really strange. 99% of our DNA is the same as bananas.
Yeah.
And they are also berries.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok the other day of fruits and vegetables, what they looked like before they were genetically modified.
How do we have pictures of that?
Paintings, oil paintings. Leonardo da Vinci had a painting of a watermelon, or what a watermelon was at that time, and
How
it was
do
like
we-
it was mostly rind and seeds.
How do we know?
Also, they have like they found seeds in tombs in Egypt.
So
So
they
like
still germinated? Can we use them?
yeah,
still?
yeah, they brought back a type of fern that's been extinct for 2,000 years because they found a bunch of seeds that were still able to germinate.
Well, okay, so if of all things, why would you want seeds? Like seeds from your garden, seeds from your I don't understand. Like, why would you want to be? I know cats and gold.
Well, it
and
also
things like
could have been
that.
by accident. They might have just had the seeds in the bottom of a vase and they just put a fuck ton of scrolls in there.
Oh, I got.
'Cause I
Just
believe the
accidentally got in
ferns-
there.
There was literally two seeds, and I think one of them germinated. It was just
That's crazy.
in the corner, in the bottom of a fucking vase. Like,
Imagine
oh my
if it
god, the
was-
2,000-year-old seed.
Imagine if it was bud.
Ah, dude, imagine if it was hemp. That would change everything.
I'm smoking that 3BC.
Like, how much of our history is true? Like, this isn't a conspiracy thing. Like, there could be hundreds of years of information and technology that we just don't have because
Speaking
it
of
challenges the dogma of...
speaking of BC, have you ever had BC powder?
Yes, I have,
Dude,
actually.
it
Yeah, I
is
thought
the
about
most
buying some.
Disgusting.
You have to, like, drop it in the back of your throat.
You have to drop it in the back of your throat or put like water or something in your throat and just let it slide down.
It
Even
tastes like
then,
alum powder, if you've ever had that. My mom used to punish me like that.
what is it?
Alum powder?
What the hell is that?
It's like some kind of chemical treatment seasoning for meat.
Alien powder?
Alum. A-L-U-M-N.
What the fuck is that?
It tastes really bad. And anytime we'd say doo-doo or poop or heck, we would get a teaspoon of alum powder.
Oh, dude, my grandmother, every time I'd say fool, which is
yeah,
ridiculous.
fool was really bad.
Fool, if I said fool, she would take me to the bathroom, make me clean my mouth out with soap.
Yeah, I've done that too.
What? You're subjecting me to poisoning?
Alum powder is a white crystalline powder made of potassium aluminum sulfate. It's a naturally occurring mineral compound that has many uses, including in food preservation, baking, and skincare. So mainly pickling and baking.
pickling and baking.
It's also used in deodorants, skincare, and preserving cut flowers. So you probably shouldn't
Ingest it.
Yeah.
Just straight up like that.
which it's a good thing she stopped. She probably found out it was bad and was like, I probably shouldn't be giving my kids this. But God bless my mom. I fucking love her. That's the only bad thing she's ever done to me, and I'm okay with it. It was only for like a month, I think. So
Why wouldn't you stop saying poop? I would have immediately stopped.
freedom of speech, brother. This is America.
Freedom of speech.
Speech, brother. America.
Speaking freedom of speech, I think some people should be limited to what they say.
Absolutely.
And what I mean by that, I mean the dumbasses who go to... Let me get on this subject real quick. The dumbasses who go to Mexican restaurants and order queso cheese dip. Not only that, but you say, can I get the queso blanco white cheese dip? You just said two things.
I just got what you were saying.
The exact same time. You're saying that you're literally saying the same thing twice. You might as well just say, hey, can I get some beefsteak?
Can I get some carne asada beefsteak?
What? May I get a tortilla wrap? You just said the same thing twice. Queso cheese dip.
Could I get a...
You're just saying the same thing twice. You're saying the same thing twice.
What the fuck are you doing?
The same thing
Christian, stop!
twice. You're saying it 2 times. Beefsteak.
It's just Spanish people. It's just Spanish speaking English people, bruh. Calm down.
You're right. I shouldn't have overreacted like that.
You shouldn't have. But the good news is your beard will grow back. Where the fuck did you even get that? Have you had that this whole time?
I had it in my weapon wheel. I just pulled it out. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching episode 3 of the podcast.
This has been the Rooster Poots podcast. You can find us on TikTok,
Facebook,
YouTube,
Apple Podcasts,
Spotify,
Amazon Music.
Yeah, dude, we're everywhere now.
We're literally everywhere.
Yeah,
we're in the ether.
Yeah, man. We're like turtles. No,
Yeah.
straws?
Turtle straws.
We're like turtle straws.
All right,
Anyways,
yeah.
we'll have our stuff linked.
Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple. Leave us a comment of literally anything. If you guys have actually watched this far,
Thank you.
comment Steve Buscemi. Leave a comment saying Steve Buscemi if you watched it this far. That'll let us know that people actually watched it. Yeah, that's about it. Well, see ya. Adios.
Anyways.
I fucking hate you, dude. I cannot believe we sit down for a fucking hour and do this
know.
every week. Oh my God, I'm already getting fucking sick and tired of you.
I think...
Oh shit, we're supposed to cut this off.